Internet. Welcome to Game Theory. No, God!
Your blood's coming back.
Hello YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Game Stream. Today I'm delving into a game that has been said to be destined for the Game of the Year spot, a game called Bloodborne. Released in March of this year, the game not only has phenomenal gameplay, but like all of Miyazaki's games, Bloodborne has a very rich and complicated story. Since I'm going to be pulling themes from the story, you should probably know the in-depth story of Bloodborne, and since most of the story comes from reading, you might not have picked up all of the pieces. If you haven't fully picked up the full story of Bloodborne yet, or need a refresher, there's a link to a very well done video in the description for that. Oh, and yeah, spoilers. And while I give people time to leave, you should subscribe, because my channel is awesome and stuff. If you know Lovecraftian horror, you know it has a very big influence on the game. The Bloodborne disease clues the common Lovecraftian theme of a civilization under threat. The hunter and the many hunters before him clues the theme of inherited guilt. The Great One clues the theme of otherworldly influences on humanity. The pursuit to learn about the Great Ones, and many of the characters consequently going insane, clues the theme of forbidden knowledge. And the way the game narrates clues the player to the theme of fate. So basically, Bloodborne is a classic Lovecraftian themed game, and is rather obvious too if you know Lovecraft's works, with the games pulling directly from his books. The other theme in Bloodborne is his struggle between man and beast. You have the effects of the disease represented by a werewolf in the beginning cutscene, which is then symbolically purged from your system in fire. Then the first enemy you fight is a werewolf. Werewolves are commonly used as symbols of repression of some form of evil, with the human side being the repressed side and the werewolf showing the true nature of the person. And when you think about it, the beast form in the game is really just showing the true selves of the people, because the people were using the blood of the Great Ones to make themselves more powerful, whether for their own gain or to be the next surrogate mother for the Great Ones.
Die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun.
So we had the Lovecraftian themes, and then we had this theme of man versus beast, and they really complement each other to form an even bigger or more exact theme. The horror of Lovecraftian horror is realizing how big the universe is and how insignificant you are in the grand scheme of things. In the game, the hunter is realizing how big the universe is as he discovers who the Great Ones are, and gains insight from them once he kills them. At the end of the game, you have a choice whether to be executed in the hunter's dream and to be awakened in the real world, or to fight Garum. If you fight Gammon and win, you have the opportunity to fight the Moon Presence. If you don't have enough insight, the Moon Presence appoints you as the new advisor and controls you. If you have enough insight, the Moon Presence can't control you, and you have an opportunity to fight the Moon Presence. If you win, you are transformed into a Great One, and humanity starts again. Personally, I believe the endings of Bloodborne are twofold. With the true ending, if you become a Great One, it's as if you become significant in this vast universe. If you don't gain enough insight or don't choose to fight for more, you're either blissfully unaware of the vastness of the universe and your insignificance, or you're fully aware and forced to sit and do nothing but guide others. Or what if the plot of Bloodborne is about what goes on inside of us? What if when we become a Great One in the game, it's as if we're regaining control of ourselves? We're able to rid ourselves of some addiction, obsession, or some negative emotion or idea. In a way, we restart and rid the plague and can start again in control of ourselves. And to me, people's complaints about the Moon Presence being too easy sort of strengthened my own interpretation. The Moon Presence boss was easy because it was in power, not by its ability to fight, but by its ability to control. So when you know enough or have enough insight to resist, it wasn't that hard to fight. This is my own interpretation, but it fits in with the other endings. When you kill Garum, but are controlled again by the Moon Presence, it's hinted that although Yarnum is currently rid of the plague, it can come back again, especially because Yarnum translates into yearning in season or season of desire. The differences between dying and killing Yarnum symbolically is in one ending you'll be aware of the plagues that go inside of you, but in the other, you won't. That's my own interpretation of Bloodborne. There's a lot more out there with just as much support, so comment your own. There's also much more in the game, so make sure to subscribe to see all the videos that I do on Bloodborne. As always, make sure to like and share this video.